everyone. Our today's topic is autosomal recessive traits. Now, what do you mean by autosomal? Autosomal means body chromosome. The traits which are decided by the genes, and these genes are present on autosome means body chromosome. Autosomal recessive traits. Now, we have studied autosomal dominant traits. In that, we studied two examples. The first one was widow's peak and the second one was Huntington's disease. That was dominant traits. Trait means characters. Now here recessive trait means these characters you will not observed in many people. Very rarely you will get this type of traits or this type of disorders, you can say. Okay. So in that, in the textbook, they have given three examples. The first is cystic fibrosis. Second is sickle cell anemia. And third is phenylketonuria. Okay. Now, description of this phenylketonuria, PKU, it is given already. We'll come to this part after some time. First, I'll explain what is cystic fibrosis. Now, in cystic fibrosis, this is the example of autosomal recessive trait. The gene which is responsible, defective gene, okay, which is responsible for cystic fibrosis, it results in damage of the lungs and digestive organs. In cystic fibrosis, which parts or which organs are damaged? Lungs and digestive organs. So that the person who is having cystic fibrosis, the lungs are damaged. We know that the lungs are very important. Correct? When you breathe, you inhale oxygen, you exhale CO2 also. That oxygen, it is supplied to different parts of the body. Okay. So the person who suffer from this cystic fibrosis, unable to breathe, can't breathe properly. Plus, his digestive organs are also affected. So overall, the health of that person is disturbed. Now come to sickle cell anemia. We know that anemia, we have heard about anemia, right? In case of anemia, the hemoglobin percentage, it is reduced. We know that this hemoglobin, it is present inside the RBC. Suppose this is RBC and this is hemoglobin. HB stand for hemoglobin. Okay. Normally, the shape of the RBC, they are oval shaped, biconvex. Inside this, the whatever space is available, this space is occupied by hemoglobin. So the function of, one of the function, there are many functions, but one of the function of RBC is to carry hemoglobin. Okay, to each and every cell. But here what happened? In case of sickle cell anemia, it is inherited disorder. Inherited means the disorder is getting from the parent due to recessive gene. Okay, in this condition, the RBC shape, it becomes sickle like this. Instead of oval or rounded shape, the RBCs, they become like this. So the inner space is reduced. This space is reduced. Okay. So hemoglobin is not getting space. Okay. As the function of hemoglobin is to carry oxygen from RBC or from blood to different parts of the body. Now here, as the shape of the RBC reduce, okay, naturally hemoglobin is very less hemoglobin can occupy or can be present inside the RBC. Okay, so every cell will be getting very less and less oxygen. So it is one of the severe condition. This is all about cystic fibrosis and sickle cell anemia. Now come to PKU. Here PKU, three words are there. First one is phenyl. Second word is ketone. And the third word is urea. Definitely, urea means it is related to somewhere urine. Now, these two are the chemicals. Okay. PKU, it is a disorder caused due to autosomal recessive gene. Now what it is, exactly what it is? It is the inborn metabolic disorder. Now what do you mean by metabolic disorder? Inborn means it is present from the birth itself, because this disorder is getting from the parent. Okay, then what do you mean by metabolic disorder? Metabolic means definitely it is related with the metabolism. Whatever chemical reactions are going on continuously is called as metabolism. So it is related to the metabolism only. That's why it is called as inborn metabolic disorder. What is the cause of PKU? It is due to a recessive gene in homozygous condition. Now, as we know, there are two types of gene. One is called as dominant gene. One is called as recessive gene. Why it is called as dominant? Because dominant always it is expressed, or you will get more number of the characters. Correct? For example, we have normal vision. Many people have normal vision because normal vision it is expressed by dominant gene. Okay, very few people they have color blindness, or they have the disorder of night blindness. Okay, because these characters they are expressed by recessive gene. So whenever dominant and recessive characters are there, dominant always you will get more number, recessive you will get very less number. And then also this recessive gene, if it is present in pair, homozygous means if it is present in pair, then and then only that character it is expressed. Now come to what exactly PKU. Here I have written phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme. In this disorder, phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme is not produced. In our body many enzymes are produced. Correct? These enzymes, some enzymes they are responsible for digestion. Correct? Some enzymes they are responsible for conversion of one thing into another thing. Okay? This is one of the enzyme which is not produced in this disorder. Now what is the importance of this enzyme? We should know. This enzyme is responsible for conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine. This is a protein which converts into tyrosine. Okay, this tyrosine is very important for our normal functioning of the brain. But if this enzyme is not produced, what will happen? This phenylalanine will not convert into tyrosine, right? So this phenylalanine, it start depositing in our blood, as well as when it become excess, it comes in the urine also. That's why it is called as PKU. This is one thing. Second thing, this phenylalanine, it start depositing in the CSF, that is cerebrospinal fluid. Okay, and it slowly start damaging our neurons or the nerve cell. It may result in mental retardation also. So it is a very important disorder that you will have to remember. We will start with sex-linked inheritance. Now let us study one by one. The first definition, it is sex-linked gene, which is also called as X-linked gene. Now here we have to remember one thing. It is sex-linked. Linked means association. Gene means, yes, the genes which are responsible for a particular character. Okay, the structures which are responsible for characters are the genes. Sex-linked genes means definitely these genes are associated with the sex chromosome. Okay, because we have studied the genes which are responsible or for the traits which are present on autosomes, body chromosomes. But these genes, they are present on the sex chromosome. Now, second one, sex-linked trait, and third definition we are going to study sex-linked inheritance. Let us study one by one. Sex-linked gene is also called as X-linked gene. Okay, we have studied this structure of X chromosome and Y chromosome. These two parts are homologous region. These two parts are non-homologous region. Okay. So X-linked gene or sex-linked genes are present on non-homologous part of X chromosome. This is X chromosome. So sex-linked gene is present on non-homologous part of X chromosome. Okay, is called as sex-linked gene or X-linked gene. Come to second definition. Sex-linked trait. Trait means character. Okay, the character or the trait which is decided by or determined by sex-linked gene is called as sex-linked trait. Third definition, sex-linked inheritance. Inheritance means transmission. The inheritance or the transmission of a character from parent through or to offspring with the help of sex-linked gene or through sex-linked gene is called as sex-linked inheritance. Okay. So all these three definitions you will have to remember. The question may come for 1 mark. Write the definition. Okay. Now we'll come to sex-linked gene and its types. There are two types of sex-linked gene. One is called as X-linked gene. Another is called as Y-linked gene. X-linked, why it is called as X-linked gene? Because that gene is responsible for the trait. It is present on the X chromosome. But which part of X chromosome? Non-homologous part of X chromosome. Okay. So that gene is called as X-linked gene. And the examples in your textbook, they have given many examples. The first example they have given, it is of color blindness. In color blindness, person is not able to distinguish red and green color. Both the color appear gray. Okay. So that gene is present on the X chromosome. Okay. Second example, they have given night blindness. Night blindness means the person is unable to see during night. Third example they have given, it is of myopia, nearsightedness. Means what? The person is able to see the things which are very near to him. Okay. But if the object, it is far away, that person can't see properly that object. Okay. The disorder is called as myopia. Next example they have given muscular dystrophy, in which the person's muscles gets weakened and weakened day by day. So all these characteristics or these disorders, you can say, they are due to X-linked genes. Now come to Y-linked gene. As we know that the Y chromosome, it is present only in case of male. It is not present in case of female. In case of female, we have 2 X chromosome. In case of male, we have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. Okay. So this Y-linked gene is also called as Hollandric genes. And the traits or the characters which are present on Y chromosome, they are transferred from father to son only. Why father to son only? Because it is Y-linked gene and Y chromosome, it is present only in the case of male. Okay. The example of this is hypertrichosis. What is hypertrichosis? Hyper means more. Hairy pinna. It is the best example of Y-linked gene. The gene which is responsible for extra growth of hair on this pinna, it is present only on Y chromosome. Okay. So only father can transmit that particular gene into his son, because the Y chromosome is present only in male. It is not present in female. Color blindness. This is an example of X-linked gene, which is also called as sex-linked gene. Okay. Let us study color blindness. What is color blindness? Color blindness, it is a disease in which the person is not able to distinguish two colors, red color and green color. Both the color appears gray for him. Okay. The person who is having normal vision, they don't have any problem to recognize the colors. But the person who suffer from color blindness will not able to identify two colors, that is red color and the green color. If you show red color to that person, he will tell it is grey color. If you show green color to that person, again he will tell okay, it is also grey color. So both the colors appear grey for him. What is the cause? The cause of color blindness is, it is due to the recessive gene present on non-homologous part of X chromosome. The person who is having this gene, in those persons, the cone cells, which are the cells of the eyes, they gets affected, due to which that person is not able to distinguish the color. Otherwise, the vision is normal. Okay. So here one chart I have prepared. It is there in the textbook. If we consider now the person who is having normal vision, if we consider the letter capital C. Capital C indicate normal vision and small c for color blindness. Okay. Always we denote capital and what you can say small letters. Capital letter for dominant character and the small letters for recessive character. Dominant means what? You will get more number of normal vision people. So that character is normal. Recessive means you will get very few people suffering from color blindness, because this character is a recessive character. It is due to recessive gene. You will not get more number. Okay. Now here this is sex, male and female. If the males are normal, okay, then what will be the genotype? First, how you will remember? For male, we know what are the sex chromosomes. Here we will write XY and XY. There are no carrier in case of male. So here we will not write anything. For female, first we will write XX, XX, XX. Okay. And then we will write. Suppose this male is normal. Normal means what? Having normal vision. What will be or what would be the genotype? Okay. Here I have written X as it is normal. So definitely we'll have to write this capital C. Okay. This is one thing. The second thing, the gene which is responsible for vision is present on X chromosome only. So here there is no allele, alternate form, which is present on Y chromosome. So second thing you have to remember, you have to write only on the X chromosome. Okay. As it is normal, so you will show with capital letter X. Here at the top you will write capital C and Y. If the male is color blind, okay, X and Y already it is there. For color blind, what letter we have used? Small c here. So small c. Okay. Even if the single gene, it is responsible for the color blindness in case of male. There is no carrier in case of male. Female, come to female. XX, already it is written. Normal. Okay. When it is normal, capital C also, and here another X is there. So here also capital C. Okay. X capital C, X capital C. That female will be normal. Come to this female colorblind. Okay. 2X. And here small c, 2 times recessive gene. So that female will be colorblind. Here X and X, female carrier. What do you mean by carrier? One X carries dominant gene for normal vision. Another X carries recessive gene for colorblindness. Such woman, okay, is called as carrier woman. Why that woman is called as carrier? Because that woman carries that gene. That means colorblindness gene. Actually, if you see the vision of that female, that in her case, the vision will be normal. That female can identify the color, red and green color. Okay, that female is absolutely not having any problem. But she is carrying that gene in her body and she transfer that gene in the next generation. So, such female is called as carrier female. The question may come, color blindness is more common in case of male as compared to female. Give reason. The answer is, First you will write what is color blindness, what is the cause you will write. Third thing you will write color blindness gene. It is present only on the non-homologous part of X chromosome. As in case of male, there is no alternative allele which can be suppressed the characteristic of colorblind. Okay, only one gene is present, so it is immediately expressed. In case of female, as there are two X chromosomes, suppose on one X chromosome colorblind gene is present, there is a chance of normal vision gene which is present on another X chromosome. Okay, so here that's why in case of male the percentage of colorblind is more as compared to female.